AI did not just get better this week. It spread. Between April 22nd and April 24th, OpenAI rolled out shared workspace agents, GPT 5.5, a new image model, and a privacy filter. Put that next to fresh energy and public tech updates, and the pattern is hard to miss. AI is turning into a full stack. For normal people, the future question is no longer only whether the model is smart. It is what it can do, what runs locally, what hits the grid, and who benefits. On April 23rd, OpenAI introduced GPT 5.5. The official pitch is stronger coding, deeper research, and better tool use across documents, spreadsheets, and connected workflows. That matters because the useful version of AI is not one perfect answer. It is one system that can carry more of the work across the tools people already use. Then on April 24th came ChatGPT Images 2.0. OpenAI says the new model is better at text rendering, multilingual output, and following complex creative prompts. That pushes AI beyond writing and into design, packaging, ads, mockups, and localized marketing. For freelancers and small teams, that can shrink the distance between idea and finished asset. Also on April 22nd, OpenAI introduced Workspace agents in ChatGPT. Shared agents can run in the cloud, connect to tools, work on a schedule, and show up inside Slack. That is the moment AI starts to look less like a chatbot and more like operating software. The convenience is real, and so is the blast radius when it touches the wrong workflow. Which is why OpenAI's April 24th privacy filter release matters more than it sounds. OpenAI says the open-weight model can redact personal information from text locally on device. As AI gets woven into real workflows, privacy and permission stop being side features. They become core infrastructure. The next layer is physical. On April 14th, DOE's Saussure office and Lawrence Livermore launched the Mjolnir AI testbed to evaluate AI for energy operations and grid management. On March 25th, EIA said it will directly survey large standalone data centers because their electricity use is becoming too important to estimate loosely. And in the annual Energy Outlook 2026, released April 8th, EIA says data centers and AI are a major factor in U.S. power demand growth. That turns the AI story into a grid story and eventually into a bill story. One more interesting signal came from NASA on April 23rd. The agency released its Lava Aerospace simulation software to U.S. industry. This is not a chatbot story at all. It is a reminder that powerful technology also moves through public research, shared tools, and open access. NASA says university researchers and smaller companies can use NASA-grade simulation capabilities that used to be much harder to reach. So today's big tech trend is not one shiny model. It is the stack forming around it. Smarter reasoning, better images, shared agents, local privacy tools, grid testing, power measurement, and public software. The practical questions stay simple. What gets automated? What stays private? Who pays when demand rises? And if these systems create more value, how much of that reaches ordinary people through better tools, better jobs, better services, or lower bills?